Yo, what is good? Straight up Tennessee family. It is Friday, which means it's only one more day until the Tennessee Volunteers strap up in them orange britches to face off against the Kent State Golden Flashes, quite literally the worst team in college football. They are the FBS 134th team out of 134 teams. They are quite the worst team in college football. But you know how today goes, man. We got three keys to victory. We got pump the gas, hit the brakes. We got playmakers of the game. We've got Vol shots, and we've got the final score predictions. It's your boy Ruck in the building. I'm rolling solo tonight, or I should say this morning on a Friday. I'm rolling solo. I cannot wait to dive into today's show. One more day. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the One More Day episode, Kent State Week. Let's go.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
What is happening, everybody? Hope you have had a fantastic week so far, but it is Friday. It is near the end, and we get to end on a Saturday night with Tennessee playing right there in beautiful Neyland Stadium against the Kent State Golden Flashes. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. Y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification right now if you're listening on YouTube and watching here. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, y'all already know what to do. Rate it 5 stars. Download this thing. It is the thing that helps push it further and further to all Tennessee ears, I should say. Anybody that wants to hear content on the Vols, share it, download it. This is how people get the traction if you do those two things, Apple and Spotify. So glad that everybody is here, man. I love the Straight Up Tennessee family. Y'all are growing this channel, man, on YouTube specifically. We are almost at 1,000. I repeat, 1,000 subscribers. We are only like 15 subscribers away. What do I have to do to have that done by next week? What do the boys need to do to have that done by OU? Because y'all already know, after the game on Sunday, when we do our next day episode, we ain't talking about the game. we talking about OU. And I need everybody in the chat to turn up with me. It is going to be such a fun week. We'll be joined next week, actually, by Nick Whitehead of Whitehead Auto Sales and of the I'm All Vol Facebook page. He's going to join us on next Friday for our show, talk a little bit about Whitehead Auto and what they're doing in the Knoxville and Blount County areas, but also join us to talk some Tennessee football. I cannot wait for him. I think y'all are going to love Nick. He is a great personality, and I can't wait for y'all to hear this man and hear his passion, man, for Tennessee football. But again, I'm rolling solo today, man, and we have a lot to talk about. So let's roll today. Ahead of tomorrow's game, obviously this week has been kind of quiet. Nobody's talking a lot. It is a glorified scrimmage, y'all. We know what this is. This is just another opportunity for some guys to get more reps, because from here on, it is going to be tough for a lot of these young guys, a lot of these freshmen, a lot of these red shirts, a lot of these sophomores, really, to get a lot of playing time. We have the grunt of the SEC on the way starting next week with OU, bye week, Arkansas, Florida, Bama, bye, Kentucky, Mississippi State. Then we get a break and we get a non-conference opponent before we head to Vanderbilt to end the year. Can you believe we're already in week 3? It felt like we just started, y'all. And every single year, man, week 3, week 4, it's like the year is just gone every single year. And it is such a sad thing, but it also is a super exciting thing because we get to enjoy these next few months together. Hopefully we have a long season. It's the longest season ever in college football, with the national championship being not only until January 20th. Can Tennessee make that date? I think they can. I think there's a lot of things that have to happen. There's a lot of things that have to happen and a lot of consistency throughout the rest of these weeks. But for me, it starts next week at OU. But let's kick it off, man, the one more day. Let's talk about the playmakers of the game. And let's start on the offensive side of the ball. What am I expecting, man? And what do I want to see? I'm going to give you three guys that I'm really excited. Two of them are receivers. One of them is a running back. I want to see Mike Matthews and Braylon Staley. Mike Matthews has been held out, the 5-star, highly touted wide receiver. And Braylon Staley, the South Carolina product, who was a high 4-star, could have been a 5-star in some platforms. I think he should have been. He wasn't, but he's a high 4-star, got out of the state of South Carolina, got him away from Shane Weimer. And I want to see these kids. I think they're going to have a lot of opportunity to play as long as Tennessee handles business, which we should and which we will. I think the line's at 49 right now. I think that's one of the pump the gas, hit the brakes for today. But it's gonna be a bloodbath, y'all. It's gonna be nasty. But offensively, I really want to see Mike Matthews, man. We heard a lot about him in fall camp. Had a great fall camp from what we understand. We have seen none of it. So we don't truly know who Mike is. Braylon Staley, the same, had a great fall camp. Saw a lot of him on the highlight reels, on the Instagram reels and things, catching one-handed passes and getting out and pass in the pass routes and the route tree, making cuts, looking great. But we've yet to see it in live action. Two guys that are going to be returning this week. I'm excited for them because, quite frankly, this might be the last bit of them that we see for 2024-25 season. I think you may see Mike Matthews in the rotation a little, but as far as Braylon, he's going to probably see more of that field next year with some of the guys that will be transitioning out. So I want to see what these guys have. It would be amazing to see them play 15, 20 snaps tomorrow. I think that will be the telltale heart of where Tennessee is. Where can we see these young guys perform? I would say my third guy that I mentioned that I wanted to say is Cam Seldon, man. He's been knocked up. He's just we still don't know who Cam Seldon is. We don't know who he is. We don't know what he can do. We've seen glimpses of what he can do, but we don't know who he is day in and day out because we've not seen enough film of Cameron Seldon. Can Cam Seldon get 20 carries? That's not going to happen. Can he get 10 to 15 carries, right? And make something out of them? We're going to need Cam Seldon if we think we're going to make a deep run this year because Dylan Sampson can't do it all. And I don't know if you trust Deshaun Bishop to take 15-ish carries. I mean, he had 10 against NC State. He had 10 carries against NC State. I'm not sure that was in his radar for 2024, but shoot, I love it. I love the Carnes product doing what he does. But we need another guy, and that guy has to be Cam Seldon. And I need to see him perform tomorrow. That is the thing I'm waiting on is can Cameron Seldon do all of these things that we know he's gifted to do, but we've yet to see. So those are the three guys offensively. Defensively, for me, I don't really have a specific person. I want to take another group. It's going to be the secondary. Specifically, the second string secondary. I want to see more of Jordan Matthews. I want to see John Slaughter. I want to see more of Jacoby Thomas. I know Jacoby's really kind of a starter. He's, it's starter, non-starter. It's kind of hard in those safety positions to really tell. But I want to see more of them. I want to see more of what they can do and what they can bring. We haven't seen Jordan Matthews truly shine like the Louisiana product we thought he would be. I want to see him do something special. Jalen McMurray on the other side. He's been playing a lot of clock because Ricky Gibson's been still nursing that hamstring. He played a lot in the NC State game. But Jalen McMurray, we got to know what we have back there really leading into next week because we're going to get tested. We're going to get tested more and more. But I can tell you something. We ain't no lamb chop receivers like the boy Kenton Gibbs from Locked On Wolfpack was saying. The boy said that the Tennessee secondary looked like some lamb chops. They looked like some sliced bacon. Okay. That held your whole team to 104 yards receiving. And you on both of our starting corners, you only had like 4 catches for 26 yards. I know what the starters are going to bring, but what is that second string? Jordan Matthews, Slaughter, Boo. Jalen McMurray. I want to see more of those guys tomorrow. So that's who I need to be playmakers. The defensive backs, Mike Matthews, Braylon Staley, and Cameron Seldon. I want to move on to pump the gas or hit the brakes. Today, we've got 4 of them. First one is this: Tennessee gets another interception this week. I'm going to pump the gas. I think that Tennessee is in a position now where they are trying to be ball hawks. They are forcing themselves to not only go after things, but they are hungry for the football. I think they saw in the NC State game 2 fumbles, an interception, a pick 6 to be exact. They've seen what they can do when they play that type of way. I think they get another one this week. Pump the gas. Tennessee scores 70 points. The last time Tennessee scored more than 70 points, are the highest points it scored in Neyland Stadium, I think was in 2001 against Louisiana Monroe. I think that's it. I'm hitting the brakes, man. I don't think we're going to have our dogs in there long enough to score 70. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I just don't think we put 70 on them. I want to be wrong. Somebody, I know, yeah, we got some crazy scores, y'all, over the course of the week. People commenting still. I've seen some insane scores. But I'm going to hit the brakes and say, not this time. James Pierce gets his first sack of the year. I'm going to pump the gas, I think. I think James Pierce is poised for at least a sack. I think he's going to play another 8 to 10 snap game. He's not going to play much. We're not going to see him do a ton. But even though he's not going to do a ton, I think that in the most of his snaps, he'll make the most of his snaps. I think Tim Banks is going to let him cut loose a little bit. The last couple of weeks, he hasn't seen a sack. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think a lot of people are overreacting to the James Pierce not having a sack thing because he's affecting the game in so many other ways than sacks. And sacks are not the end all be all of how you can impact a game at your position of Leo. It's not. And so people need to understand James is impacting the game in multiple ways, not just sacks, but I think it's time. I think he gets his first one. Last one is Nico Iamaleava plays the entire first half. I hope not. I hope he doesn't. I need him to play all of one quarter. Hopefully that's like 2 drives or something. Get him out. We don't need him hurt. We don't need Nico hurt. We don't need him nothing. Get him out as soon as possible. Get him off the field. I'm going to hit the brakes because I don't want him on the field that long. I need him off the field quickly. So, what do y'all think? Tennessee gets another pick. What do y'all think? Pump the gas at the brakes. Tennessee scores 70. What are y'all pumping? Y'all pumping the gas? Are you hitting the brakes? Pierce gets his first sack of the year, or Nico Iamaleava plays the entire first half. Put your comments below, man. I'd love to know where you guys fit in with these 4 today. Are you pumping the gas or are you hitting the brake? Here's kind of where I want to land with this now. I want to go to keys to victory. It's quite simple, y'all. It's Kent State. Here's the 3 keys that I have. Number 1, we need to get our starters off the field. I know that's not necessarily like a woohoo key to victory, but get out of Kent State. I wrote it down like this: get out of Kent State injury-free. Last year, in the same exact week, 2 years ago, actually, Cedric Tillman gets absolutely injured, gets his ankle snapped. We don't need to see that again. We need no injuries. We need to get out of there injury-free and have a W. Number 2, I want to see the running backs, other than the by the name of Dylan Sampson. I need to see the running backs perform. I hope Dylan Sampson has 60 yards. That means that he played 1 quarter. I want to see Peyton Lewis. I want to see Cam Seldon. I want to see Deshaun Bishop. I want to see Khalifa. I want to see everybody other than the name of Dylan Sampson, because we know who Dylan is. So I want to see the running backs perform. 3rd key, I want to see the defensive backs perform at the highest level they can. I need picks. I want to see it. I think that those three things, injury free, running backs, DBs, those three things are well. We know what the D line gonna do. We know what they're gonna do. We've seen it. We know who they are. They are who we thought they were, right? We need to see the DBs turn up again. And I know it's a trash opponent. I get it. I get that it's a trash opponent. That gives us even more reason to go crazy, right? It gives us even more reason to lock them up, get interceptions, force turnovers, so that we are in a place where when we're leading into OU week, we ain't having no OU Houston type game. We need none of that. It's not welcomed. Um, I'm looking forward to as well, not even talking about keys of victory. I'm looking forward to the first night game in Neyland. Like, I'm not going to be there. I'm staying home. This one is just too late. We'd be getting home super late. You don't want to do that with a kid. um, but I'm looking forward to the first night game. Orange Bridges. I mean, the drone show, new drone show that they have. There's a lot of things that Nealon is doing, and Danny White, I salute you, my man. A lot of things that they are doing to enhance the fan experience. It's all about the fans at the end of the day. It's all about the kids playing the game. But at the end of the day, we're paying the money to be there. It's about us. How's the experience for the fans all over the stadium, not just in the north side where it's super nice and all the concourses are updated and everything, but on the south side now, Gate G10, where they're doing all of the renovations, where GT10, our G10 top is going to be with all of the new attractions and the bars and the hotel, all of it. It's all about the fan experience. And we have to continue to be as good as we are in order for that to continue to happen. I think with Josh Heupel, we're in the right place. So let's go to Vol Shots, man. Let's do our Vol Shot segment. So these are rapid fire questions that I'm going to kind of talk about, but blow through. First one is over or under. Spread is, I think, 49.5 is what I have on here. I'm going to say over. I think Tennessee could win this game 55-0. I really do. So I'm going to take the over. Kent State scores a touchdown. No, I don't think so. I think they suck. 150 rushing yards, less or more. I think we have more. I think it's going to be a game in the second half for the running backs. Really. That's why I'm telling you, Peyton Lewis, Khalifa, Deshaun, Cam, this is a game for you to get valuable reps because you do not know when that name is going to get called. You do not know. Get out of freaking Kent State injury free, first off. And then let's get these other guys in the football game and rush for over 150 yards. Chris Brazzell gets his first Tennessee touchdown. Absolutely. I think they're going to scheme him up to get him open early and often. And he's had a lot of catches. Chris has had a ton of catches as of all in these first two games, but we've yet to see him get into the checkerboards. And I think this is his week. I think Chris Brazzell definitely gets his first Tennessee touchdown. Hopefully Brew does too. I like this one. I like this question. It's a preview question leading into OU week. Question is, Tennessee throws for 300 yards against OU next week. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Wow. I'm going to say, yeah. I think it's going to be the difference in the game, truly. And I'll talk more about that on Sunday as we lead into OU week. But I think Nico is going to be the difference in the game. OU's offense against Houston was completely trash. And I can't wait to see how they bounce back against Tulane. I think they should have a bounce back game. But if the offense struggles again, then it lets you know a little something, right? Like it lets you know that, hey, they might not be what you think they are. And so that's what I'm hoping. I'm genuinely hoping they struggle to a point to where Tennessee just comes in and walks into Norman, walks into Gaylord Family Stadium and absolutely puts that ta-da-da-da whooping on them. And Nico's going to be the difference. Nico will be the difference. I'm telling you. I promise you that. Wrapping up the one more day, man. When it's just me, y'all, I kind of wrap it up pretty good. Quick show today for the one more day. And plus, it's Kent State, y'all. Nobody care. Nobody care about Kent State. Final score predictions. Again, I think I'm going to stick with my score from Monday, man. I think 55-0. I could be way off, man. Tennessee could freaking score 70. They really could. But I'm going to say 55-0. Interested to see all of the fellas, all of our guys. Let's see. C2 score was 75-6. That's crazy, bro. 75-6. That's if we score 75 points, bro, I'll get on here on Sunday live and I'll give away $50 if we score 75 points. Promise you. I'll give away 50. So be here live Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. I got 55-0. C2 says 75-6. I can't remember Turner's score, and the boy Sale didn't send me his, but we'll post it on Instagram on Saturday. Score predictions. It's gonna be a bloodbath. But I'm excited because we don't get a lot of Saturdays with Tennessee football, man. And that's why I'm literally gonna tailgate. I'm having C2 over. We're gonna have a great night. Us, the ladies, it's gonna be a great, great night, and we're gonna act like we're freaking playing Georgia. But it's just Kent State. But we love Tennessee football, man. So we don't get this a lot. We get it for 12 weeks, and hopefully this year we get it way more weeks than that. But y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification right now so you never miss a video. Apple and Spotify, we love y'all so much. Continue to rate it 5 stars. Continue to share and download this thing wherever you get your podcasts. Cannot wait to be back with you live on Sunday at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And then you already know it's OU week, baby. Snap and clear. Let's go get the job done tomorrow. And then let's get ready for Oklahoma next week. For all of my guys, for C2, for Turner, and for my boy Sale, it's your boy Ruck in the building. We'll see you back live on Sunday. Go Vols. Let's whoop some Kent State Golden Flash tail and get ready for Oklahoma next week. We'll see y'all live on Sunday.